Hello, and welcome back, everybody, to Sakura Dungeon. Last time we were exploring the 12th floor, and we also captured a couple new monsters. So, I thought we might get to know them at the beginning of this episode. We'll start with the Cat Witch. Spellcasters are difficult to hold inside of a prison. If I recall, the human kingdoms all used enchanted cells. While expensive, it was necessary in order to protect themselves from their own prisoners. Mimicking their magic has proven to be very useful time and time again. However, it does not help me deal with the other half of my problem. It's bad luck to keep a cat indoors when they want to leave, says the Cat Witch. I'm not even sure if these superstitions are... I'm not even sure these superstitions she's spouting are even remotely true, Yomi thinks to herself. Keep your feline instincts in check for a moment, Yomi tells the Cat Witch. Oh, says the Cat Witch, you're back. How would you... excuse me. Would you mind letting me out, asks the Cat Witch. Her tail waves around in the air. I have no doubt that she would be rubbing her head against me if she could right now, Yomi thinks to herself. I promise that I'll be good, says the Cat Witch. The combination of a cat and a witch, as I said before, is dangerous, Yomi continues to think to herself. Cats are mercenary by nature, while witches are reckless in their pursuits of the arcane. Thus, it is very hard to trust the Cat Witch. I will let you out, says Yomi, provided that you are willing to make a deal with me. What sort of deal? Asks the Cat Witch. She's purring now, I can hear it, Yomi thinks to herself. You must work for me, Yomi, says the Cat Witch. I promise there will be plenty of benefits for the job, however. Nah? Nah? Says the Cat Witch. Nah, says the Cat Witch. I think I'll just stay in this cell then. The Dungeon Lord will smash your face in eventually, says the Cat Witch, and I'm sure she'll let everyone in this prison out. So all I have to do is wait for your demise, says the Cat Witch. Asks the Cat Witch. Where are you going? A short moment later I return. I can see you've got a rope, says the Cat Witch. Go on, punish me. I love it, she says. Oh, says Yomi. You're one of those. Alright then, Yomi says. I'm sure you will love this. Having suspended her from the roof of her cell, she struggles against the ropes as they are squeezing tightly around her curvaceous body. She struggles for a moment. Despite herself, she looks a bit unnerved. This, says the Cat Witch, is a bit different. Just let me add the finishing touch, says Yomi. As I pull it out, her eyes go wide. And as it is shoved into her mouth, she reacts with shock. Small sticky trails escape from her lips. Says the Cat Witch. She tries to speak, but nothing comes out completely. But it comes out completely incoherent. What's the matter? Asks Yomi. Cat bites your tongue. She just rolls her eyes at me. Now, says Yomi, no more of that attitude from you. I take the popsicle and force it further down her throat. So, says Yomi, are you going to be a good girl for me? She asks the Cat Witch. She fiercely shakes her head side to side. Well, says Yomi, then you can choke on my popsicle a little more. After a short while of sliding it in and out of her mouth, I pull it out. I take the shaft and rub it all over her face, leaving a sticky, gooey mess all over. How about now? Asks Yomi. Plan to pay me a little bit more respect? As if I would, says the Cat Witch, before being cut off as the popsicle is inserted into her mouth once more. Okay, says Yomi. Looks like you need some more training. A small moan escapes from her mouth as I force it back in. Do you like the flavor? Asks Yomi. She nods groggily as she begins to greedily suck on the shaft of the popsicle. Her saliva completely coats it now, giving it a distinct sheen. Her tail also begins to wave around erratically. Mrrr. What's that? Asks Yomi. I can't hear you. Soon enough, as she's lapping up every drop she can get from the popsicle, I pull it out then. That's enough, says Yomi. No, give me more, says the cat witch. If you promise to be good and work by my side, I will give you as many popsicles as you would like. But if you're going to keep suggesting that the dungeon lord will just destroy me, Yomi says, and you will be free as a bird, then you can just stay here, suspended from the roof, says Yomi, with no popsicles. She's trying to reach the popsicle with her tongue, but I keep it just out of reach. You're not bad, Fox, says the cat witch. We should do this again sometime. Only if you'll work with me, Yomi says. Done, says the cat witch. The cat witch has joined your party. Well, that was quite the interesting recruitment. That one definitely had a lot more substance to it, if you will, than the other ones. Alright, let's take a look at the tiger witch. I never really realized they had descriptions. An exotic breed of cat monster from foreign lands. Her strength and mercilessness strike terror into her foes. Well, let's see how hard it'll be to recruit her. Yes, I would. Certain guests within the prison can be very unruly, if you will. Yomi thinks to herself. The tiger that was captured earlier is no exception. Caging a wild animal like this, well, it did not do much to improve her disposition. She utters a low growl when she sees me approach the prison cell. There you are, says the tiger girl, very unamused. She bares her pointed teeth at me. Yes, says Yomi, you're very intimidating. She tries to let out a roar, but it comes out as a squeak. You stole my power, says the tiger girl. She tries to roar again, but nothing but a mew. Meow. This is not very dignified, says the tiger girl, to say the least. I have not had such a humiliating experience since the dungeon lord beat me, says the tiger girl. You saw the dungeon lord? Asked Yomi. What did she look like? Yomi asked her. I don't remember, says the tiger girl. She hit me so hard I only remember walking into a room where we were going to fight. Then, nothing. Only blackness, says the tiger girl. I see, says Yomi. Even if I did now, there's no way I could tell you, says the tiger girl. She tries to look intimidating again, but it fails. So, what do you want? Asks the tiger girl. I will give you back your power on one condition, says Yomi. Are you willing to work for me? She asks the tiger girl. That's extortion, says the tiger girl. She angrily bares her fangs and tries to growl. This time it sounds like she's purring. Well, says Yomi, you could always stay here and continue making cute noises. Maybe I'll let you out and keep you as a pet, says Yomi. Anything but that, says the tiger girl. I will do anything, the tiger girl says. Please, just give me my power back. Very well, says Yomi. I hope that we can work together. That we can work well together, tiger, says Yomi. Provided that you do not humiliate me any further, says the tiger girl. Well, we got a tiger girl to the party. We're getting quite a large party. And let me see. I know I just put her in, but she is awfully squishy, isn't she? Let me think. Yomi's a mage. Catgirl's part mage. Sylve's a mage. Yeah, actually, I think I really probably should. Let me see. Oops. Sorry. Having a bit hard time controlling over here. 1 slash thunder, 2 strike, terrorize. Meditation, tornado, ice slash, temporal prison. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the tiger girl. Have a more balanced party and less mages. A little bit more physical. Because the fox archer is doing very, very well. But the tiger girl will do well as well. Alright, everybody. I think we'll call it here for this episode. As always, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Sakura Dungeon while we meet a couple new party members and get a little bit more insight into their lives. Well, let's check. Okay, screw it. We'll do the walk around town. I'm kind of curious. Charlotte, my shopkeeper, imports a number of curios and strange objects from around the world. I can only imagine how far her connections have reached while I've been absent. Although most of the items she imports would have absolutely no practical use when exploring, I cannot help but look through her shop to find some novelties now and then. Welcome back, my humble master, says Charlotte. Are your stocks of dungeon items running low again, she asks. I'm not here for that today, Charlotte, says Yomi. I began to look across the shelves. So many curious items, I think to myself. Powders, exotic substances from other lands, and some things which I cannot make sense of. I pick up a vial of strange colored powder. It gives off a vivid blue sheen in the light. So what exactly is this meant to be, Yomi asks Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte says. That's just ground up seeds. As far as I know, it comes from a region where the natives grind the seeds of plants and use it to make body paint, says Charlotte. Does it do anything else, Yomi asks. No, not at all, says Charlotte. It's just ground up colorful seeds. For what purpose would you stock this powder, Yomi asks. We have a lot of unusual clients who pass through here, my humble master, Charlotte says. I stock a variety of items so that I have something to appeal to all tastes. Small, curious, and seemingly impractical items can be irresistible to some customers. I see, says Yomi. I begin to smile as an idea forms in my head. I would like to take it, Yomi says. Eh? Charlotte says. What could you possibly want with that? They're nothing but a cheap novelty. That's the point, says Yomi. Cheap novelties can be the best novelties at times. Well, says Charlotte, I will not pretend that I understand what you have in mind, but I do hope that this body paint will bring you amusement, my humble master. Hello? Yomi, says Ceri. Are you here? Ceri looks around trying to find me. Why did you ask me to come here? Ceri asks. Nice to see you here, Ceri, Yomi says. What is this about, Yomi? Ceri asks. I just wanted to give you a nice surprise since you've been doing such a great job, Yomi says. A nice surprise, Ceri asks. She looks around her. I'm not really seeing much of anything here, Yomi. I click my fingers. Servants, clad in very little, begin to pour out from adjacent rooms. These girls will tell you all about it in a minute, Yomi says. Wait, says Ceri. What are they holding? She asks. All of them are carrying brushes and small jars of colorful substances. Relax, Ceri, says Yomi. It's just paint. But what are they going to do with the paint? Ceri asks. Why don't you remove your armor and find out? Yomi says. Ceri looks apprehensively down at herself. Well, Ceri says, I can just wash it off. I can just wash the paint off anyways. That's why we are at the bath, right? Ceri asks. Exactly, says Yomi. I want you to enjoy this, Ceri, Yomi says. If you say so, Ceri replies. Awkwardly, she puts her armor aside. Let's just get this over with, Ceri says. Well, that's very interesting armor. And paint. After some time, the girls have created a quite amazing outfit for Ceri. Their delicate brush strokes after color. Their delicate brushes create stroke after stroke of color across the surface of her skin. Where do you think you're putting that brush? Ceri asks. Ceri is constantly trying to bat away the loose, invasive brushes for the others ones touch her while she isn't protecting herself. I think you look great, Ceri, Yomi says. Don't you love your new body paint outfit? No, Ceri says. It's disgusting and vulgar. She tries to cover herself with embarrassment. I know you really love things like this, Yomi says. Why else would you willingly take off your armor? Yomi asks. I didn't know what you... I didn't know you would be doing something like this, Ceri says. Just look at me. I am looking at you, says Yomi. It's wonderful to see you without all that constraining armor, Yomi says. Honestly, Ceri, how did a beautiful woman like you not choose a profession more befitting of your beauty? Yomi asks her. However, she continues, there is certain beauty to a strong, powerful heroine that protects the innocent. The girls around her grin and giggle, continuing to paint Ceri's lewd body paint suit. One of them begins making brushstrokes against the surface of Ceri's back with her brush. Stop that, Ceri says. It feels odd. One of them tickles her on her neck. No, not there too, Ceri says. We all know you're liking every minute of it, says one of the servants. One of the servants pokes her on the back with their brush, and Ceri lets out a small cry of shock. Oh, says Yomi. That sounded fairly lewd, Ceri. It's almost like you enjoy being teased, Yomi says to Ceri. She just looks down at herself. No, Ceri says. This isn't nice at all. Not at all, Ceri says. I swear. How is she so pure, Yomi thinks to herself. A veteran dungeon delver, yet unable to handle herself in a situation like this. Can we be done soon, Ceri asks. I think this joke has gone on a little bit long. Has gone on long enough. It only ends when we let it end, says one of the servants. Another delicate stroke from a paintbrush makes Ceri yelp. After all, your outfit is far from done, says another one of the servants. Yomi said that we have to keep going until your whole body is painted all over, says another. Ceri just looks at me with embarrassment. I can't help but give her a sultry smile. It's not like that, Ceri says. It's not like that at all. After quickly washing herself, Ceri immediately gets back into her armor. At least it washed off easily, says Ceri. Of course, says Yomi. It's just ground seeds after all. So it wasn't some sort of enchanted body paint, maybe? Ceri asks. Maybe had special side effects? She asks. No, Yomi says. It was really just some ground up powder. Charlotte explicitly told me that it had no other practical use, Yomi says. Oh, says Ceri. Well, let's forget that happened, Ceri says. Why would you want to forget it? Yomi asks. I'm sure you liked it, Yomi says. I did not, Ceri says. Alright, everybody, I'm going to call it here for this episode. It went on a lot longer than expected, but as always, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Sakura Dungeon, and we will continue exploring the 12th floor.